Morning everyone! Welcome to the Allmans second home at Birmingham Citadel, the front of the family room, from where we are coming this morning as we normally do. Great to see you, hope you had a good week. During the last year, it's amazing to think it's a year that we've been doing this, that we've not been able to meet in the normal fashion. But during this last year, it's been amazing to see how many people have changed in different ways. Just some of the Zooms that I go on to, it just shocks me sometimes to see, for example, some of the gents in the core with beards that I didn't know I've never seen them with before. Some of them are very aristocratic and very twiddly moustaches and all these kind of things.
Some people with longer hair, not just the ladies, but the men, sorry, as well.
Some babies.
Some babies, that's right. We've got a few new babies, haven't we?
Yeah, I love
And some babies who are now toddlers, who we just won't recognise when they come back, will they? Somebody said that to me after the YP meeting that was on the live stream a couple of weeks ago. She said, I wish with the primary and cradle roll members we had their names so we could tell who they were, because they just didn't know what they looked like anymore.
And that's been one of the marked things I saw when I went on YP section Zoom the other week and did devotions there. How some of the children there have just grown, and I can see it in you two as well. I wonder how tall you've got in the last year that we've just not noticed, eh?
Katie's gonna get as tall as me.
Easily, she's easily the tallest, one of the tallest in your class, aren't you, Paul?
Yeah.
And,
we never have a problem spotting Katie in the playground, do we? You know, class goes like this and then it goes like that.
I know. She's very tall.
Being tall is very helpful, isn't it? Because one of the things I've always struggled with, being 5'6" in height, is being short does have its disadvantages. And
interestingly, I'm 5'6" and I wouldn't be considered as being short.
But certainly amongst gentlemen, 5'6" would be a shorter height. And there are disadvantages. What can you think of the disadvantages? What would you prefer to be, tall or short?
Short.
You'd prefer to be short?
Short.
Why?
Really?
You bang your head on the door.
That's true.
If you're short, you can fit in small places.
That's true, yes, there are some.
So you'll win hide and seek.
There are some.
But you can't reach the Weetabix in the morning, and every morning you have to say, Dad, can you reach the Weetabix for me? Don't
And when
you?
we go to see the things like parades and attractions, you can't see. We have to push on trying to get into the crowds to get to the front, or we have to go really early to make sure you get at the front because you can't see.
Our Bible story this morning, we've been talking during this Lent season of on the road, people that Jesus met on the road to Jerusalem, and how the encounters that he had with people encouraged hope. Well, this morning we're looking at one of the last people that Jesus met before he did enter Jerusalem. It was actually Jericho, and the little man Zacchaeus. Everybody knows the story of Zacchaeus.
Rosie and Katie did this research, they said recently in Sunday school, yeah?
But he was vertically challenged, wasn't he? He was a shorty, and what was his problem?
Well, he couldn't see Jesus over the crowd, but he was a taxpayer as well, and he charged
Tax collector.
tax collector, and he charged more than the people actually needed to pay.
Cheapers.
They didn't like him, so they wouldn't let him to the front.
They were
So
like,
there was.
you can't get in, we don't like you.
So being short does have its disadvantages, but one of the great things about this story, as we're going to discover this morning, is that a simple act of kindness reached out to him and a relationship was formed between him and Jesus. Today we'll also be looking at acts of kindness, because this is Self-Denial Missionary Appeal Sunday, and over the last few weeks we've been going around the army world, and this is an important thing we always do every year as Salvationists. We give in the Self-Denial Missionary Appeal altar service to help Salvationists in poorer countries be able to do the things that we are able to do. And so it's an important act of kindness that we do. Acts of kindness are so important. I'm guessing our resident Bible reader has something on that. Do you?
Yes, I do. It's from Ephesians 4, verse 32. Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as in Christ God forgave you.
And that's an important thing, that this act of kindness that Jesus showed resulted in a marvellous act of salvation and redemption in the part of another man's life. And that is at the essence, the DNA of the army, isn't it? That we do our acts of kindness, not because it's the right thing to do, but because also it reveals God to others. We let our light shine before men by our acts of kindness. So this week, back to school, everybody.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about that? Having a full classroom again?
Excited.
Yeah, Katie's looking forward to seeing some of her friends again, eh?
Yeah.
Chance to do a few random acts of kindness for friends, eh?
Yeah. It's not going to be the same. Our classroom's changed quite a bit.
But it would be nice to have people back.
And I'm also going to be happy because I haven't been in my classroom. I've been in different classrooms.
So you go back to your own classroom again. That'll be nice, yeah? Things will be getting a little bit back to normal. It's the start of the long journey, hopefully, back to some sort of normality. Or new normality, anyway.
And during the whole year, it's hard to believe it's a year, but the random acts of kindness that many of you have shown have just been overwhelming. And we do thank you for that. And we just ask that you keep it going in these days. We thank you for reaching out to those in the corps who may need that assistance at this time. And there are people that do need our prayers, that are in circumstances at the moment that just need a little bit of help. And we certainly see it amongst our city, people that come to us looking for assistance in these unprecedented times. But hopefully things will get better in days to come. Well, it's time for us to leave you, and it's time for us to go and start thinking about going to do the live stream. And so before we go, Kitty, have you got a prayer for us this morning?
Yeah. Jesus, you have been kind to me by providing a way for me to go to heaven and giving me a family who loves me. Will you please help me to be kind to people around me? Help me be kind even to those who aren't kind to me. I want to show other people the kindness you showed me. I want them to see you through me. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Brilliant.
I want you to help me. I want others to see you through me. And that's all our prayers, isn't it, today? As we come to worship, as we come to just receive from God, may we just receive all the things that He would want us to be, that when we go out into the world, people will see Jesus in us. So this week, may you continue the wonderful acts of kindness, and may you be one who forgives as God forgave you. And may you as well marvel at the wonderful truth that we are saved, that we know Him, and that He is our God this day and every day. So, from the Allman household this morning, the shortest,
not
so
for very long.
To
we're about the same height.
The whatever.
I've got my heels on today, so I'll be taller than you today.
And then the middle.
Well, from us all, it's been good to see you. Have a good week. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.